we present Dick Bentley, Jimmy Edwards, June Whitfield, and Wallace Eaton in The Glums, a typical domestic story of vulgar, moronic, and pathetic everyday folk, with June as Eth, Dick as Ron, and Jimmy as the awful Pa Glum. Today's story is entitled A Glum Time at the Sales, or How Much Is That Sweetie in the Window? Pa Glum is suffering from an awful cold, but he made a real effort to get out of his warm bed at opening time.
All right, gents, last orders, please. Exit Parliament now. Drink up. Come on, Mr. Glum, drink up. You know, with that cold of yours, Mr. Glum, you ain't no business to be out.
I know, Ted, I know. It's a real...
Come. You know, whenever did you manage to get a cold like that, eh?
At the sales.
Eh?
Yeah, I suppose you could say the very beginning was Sunday night. You know my son Ron?
Eh?
Of course you know Ron. He and Eth was amusing themselves in the front parlour.
I saw that bedroom suite again coming here, the one in the window of Harper's in the High Street. It's a sort of reproduction contemporary. It's in bird's eye maple, modern but not too. You know what I mean?
No,
It's a double divan with a wardrobe and a kidney dressing table with the loveliest frilling all round it. Oh, I fell in love with it, Ron. Oh, but the problem is, what about the wherewithal?
Perhaps it'll go inside the wardrobe.
The money, beloved.
Money?
£135 they're asking. Oh, way beyond our reach. But I did so fall in love with that dressing table. So feminine. Some girls may like a quilted effect, but not me, Ron. Give me a frill.
Right-o, Eth. Go on, Eth, just a kiss.
I'm telling you all about...
Hello. So that's what goes on behind the green door, eh? Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, of course, but I must show you this. There's a lovely article about Ron's uncle in the local paper. See, look there. Fire Guts Home.
What does it say?
Home, after 7 years in Dartmoor, comes Charlie Glum, known to his friends as Fire Guts. There to welcome him were many of his friends, and one at... Eth, what's come over you? Your eyes are sticking out like chapel hat pegs.
Look, Ron, look. On the opposite page. There's the suite.
Oh, no. Ron, I told you before, if you don't like a toffee, throw it in the fire. Don't stick it where it's going to get in the way.
No, Mr. Glum, the bedroom suite.
Hey?
There's a picture of it there in Harper's advertisement.
Well, what bedroom suite?
The one Eth wants, Dad. It's boss-eyed marble.
Bird's eye maple, Ron. Look what it says, Mr. Glum.
What's
Look
it say?
here.
I haven't got my glasses.
Tomorrow, Harper's grand annual sale. This superb bird's eye maple bedroom suite going for only £10.
Hey?
£10? Oh, they've reduced it. Come early. Come early, one only.
Hey?
Oh, if only we had £10.
Well, if that's all that's holding you back, perhaps I can help.
Oh, Mr. Glum, how can we thank you?
Let me have it back. However, I'll warn you this, Eth. If that suite is all that much of a snip, there's going to be a heck of a lot of bargain hunters waiting for it, you see.
Yes.
Do you know, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, that shop will be inundated with people.
Well, all right then, we'll get there at 8 o'clock.
Well...
Or 7 o'clock.
Well...
Or 6 o'clock. If necessary, 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock? Oh, Eth. Might as well sleep outside the shop all night.
That's it.
Hey?
Oh, well, then we'd be sure of getting it. Oh, Ron, you're brilliant.
Thanks, Eth.
You don't let on. You just sit there and then suddenly come out with a flash of genius. Oh, Ron.
Thanks, Eth. Dad,
Yes, Ron.
what did I say?
Well, you suggested that you and Eth stop all night together outside Harper's.
Ah,
And if you think for one moment I'd allow that, then, my lad, you're barking up the wrong horse.
Where's the harp?
Where's the harp? Let me say this, Eth. If I'd asked my father to let me stay out all night with a young woman, he sloshed me with his belt. That's what he did.
all I can say... Dad, all I can say is you must have had a rotten father.
What? I had a jolly sight better father than what you've got.
Dear, well then, we've got to miss the bedroom suite. Oh,
Dear, here we go. The waterworks. Look,
Yes.
look, all right.
Well, I'd
If you'll
only be-
shut up, me and Mrs. Glum will go with you. That'll stop all the talk, anyway. Now, let's think. Ron, we'll want a thermos of hot soup. We want all the blankets in the house. We want all the mufflers. We want your mother's overcoat. We want my overcoat, your overcoat. You got that?
Yes, Dad.
Now, then the next problem is, what are the rest of you going to cover yourselves up with?
Oh, Ron, do settle down. The sooner we all get to sleep, the quicker the night'll pass.
I'm trying to, Eth. My apple keeps rolling down the pavement.
Well, leave it, beloved. We're uncomfortable enough without you treading on us every time you go out in the roadway to fetch it.
I'll just fetch it once more, Eth, then I'll tuck it in me balaclava helmet.
Well, step carefully then. Your father's dozed off.
Right-o, Eth.
Right on me face, oh, Ron. So help me, Oh, it's freezing here. Here, kick your mother's head off me foot. Now then, lie down and be quiet.
Dad,
Now what?
aren't you going to...
Oh, dear. Good night.
This here sounds like a bit of an experience, Mr. Glum, you was having there.
Put another drop of rum in there.
Yes.
What would be the time then? Oh, about 12:10, I should say.
Late, eh?
12:30, the rain stopped.
Oh, that's a bit of luck.
Yeah. 20 to 1, a light snow started to fall. 1:15, we were all of us still awake.
Night, Dad. Night, Eth.
Good night, Ron.
Night, Eth.
Good night, Mr. Glum.
Night, Eth.
Night, Mrs. Glum. Good night, Mrs. Glum. Good night, Mrs. Glum.
You won't get no answer from her. She took 3 of them pills what the vet gave Uncle Fred when his donkey was bad. Now then, good night.
Eth,
What?
I can't get to sleep.
We'll try.
Righto. Eth,
What?
I've tried. I still can't get to sleep.
Well, what can I do about it?
Tell me a story. Please, Eth.
Oh, all right then. Well, listen. Well, once upon a time, there was a king called King Arthur, and he was very noble, and he went round fighting everybody. Well, there was a wizard, see, called Merlin.
Merlin!
Don't wait, Mr. Glum. Yes. Well, this Merlin, he said there was a sword stuck in a stone, and he said whoever pulled this sword out, it would make him so he could win any battle of sword fighting. So, King Arthur goes to this sword in the stone, and he pulls it, but it won't come out. So, you know what he does? Oh, he's asleep. Oh, bless him.
Well, don't settle yourself, Eth. How did he get the ruddy thing out? We'd been lying on that cold pavement outside Harper's for, well, what seemed like a maternity. I'll have another drop of rum in that. Well, I'll gloss over much of the remaining part of that night. The incident with the two drunks, one of whom was unwell. The horrible business with the stray dog. The nerve-shattering experience when the water cart come round. Suffice it to say that it was 7:15 when I finally closed my pain-racked eyes. At 7:10.
Mr. Glum, Mr. Glum, wake up. It's light.
I'm frozen.
Oh, come on, we better start forming the queue.
Help me up. I've gone rigid. Somebody help the old one up.
Oh,
Come on,
Oh,
Dad.
dear, my mouth feels like a railway waiting room floor.
What about Mrs. Glum?
Leave her a bit. Just shove her further into the gutter so she don't inconvenience the passers-by. Oh, I can't feel my extremities.
Look, Eth, there it is in the window. Now it's light, we can see it for the first time.
Oh, how sweet.
Your dressing table.
My... Oh,
What's the matter?
it's green.
Well, what difference does that make?
Oh, well, don't be silly, Mr. Glum. I couldn't have a green dressing table.
What do you mean? What do you mean you couldn't have a... I've been lying there. I've been lying there on the ground, on the pavement. I'm frozen.
No, not
Hey.
green. Oh, well, come on, home we go.
No, home. You don't mean to... Oh, no. For nothing, Ted, for nothing. Just because she hadn't noticed it was green. Oh, dear. Can any person be so inconsiderate and forgetful?
Makes you think, doesn't
Put
it?
another drop of rum in that.
Yeah, look here, how did Mrs. Glum come through the ordeal?
Eh?
Mrs. Glum.
Oh, Lord, lummy. I forgot all about her. She's still there.